So by now, a lot of us have seen this article by the Washington Post. It was posted on March 21st. Women are getting off of birth control as misinformation explodes. So as a certified fertility awareness educator and womb wellness guide, I wanted to address the misinformation of this article. It's really discouraging, honestly, to see such non-factual posts from mainstream sources, especially one with 6.8 million followers. I personally feel like now is the perfect time for women to empower themselves through womb literacy. So in the second slide, which is a quote from the article, they say, search for birth control on TikTok, Instagram, and a cascade of misleading videos vilifying hormonal contraception appear. Young women blaming weight gain and depression on the pill. Right-wing commentators claiming that some birth control can lead to infertility. So first of all, it's pretty easy to vilify hormonal contraception by just telling the truth. Our hormones are essential in every aspect of our health, so logically, when we substitute them out for artificial ones and interfere with or stop our natural ones, of course we're going to see full body repercussions. The sad thing is that weight gain and depression are some of the more benign effects reported over and over by tens of thousands of women. So here are some facts. Hormonal birth control actually shrinks clitoral and the tissues of the vulva. So in a study of 40 women using oral contraception and the contraceptive vaginal ring, all women in the study experienced a decrease in clitoral volume, and it also highlighted in that study a decrease in the frequency of sex and orgasm among these women, which can be attributed to loss of libido or development of pain during sex that are both also common side effects of the pill. And for the record, hormonal birth control is listed as a Class 1 carcinogen, which is in the same category as lead, plutonium, and asbestos. Yeah, asbestos. So obviously it didn't get this classification from being a nourishing or acceptable drug to be administered to a massive percentage of the female population of the world, oftentimes beginning as teenagers. And also a quick web search of side effects for hormonal birth control will reveal study after study and article after article by doctors and scientists and many other people not considered right-wing commentators, right? And just confirming that hormonal birth control can and does negatively impact our fertility, short-term and long-term. So just take a moment and check for yourself. Then we have here where they say that many social media influencers recommend natural alternatives such as timing sex, a less effective method of birth control that doctors warn could result in unplanned pregnancies. So listen, with those side effects, thank God these influencers are talking about it. It's time that women knew that there are alternatives. However, you do need to weed through the truth from the misinformation, even if it's well-intentioned. Many of these influencers and even experts who work in the holistic women's health field are suggesting people use apps and even intuition, like just knowing our bodies, as an effective contraception. These approaches are often a shot in the dark. Apps are just a modern day rhythm method, and intuition is just not concrete enough for us to rely on with so much at stake. So typically, when these things fail, it's because women are not actually learning about their bodies and cycles through a well-studied fertility awareness method. So here we have a male OB, and it says, people are putting themselves out there as experts on birth control and speaking to things that science does not bear out. I'm seeing direct failures from this misinformation. So I actually recently took a course with a well-known womb wellness practitioner here in the US, and I was super excited because she had a whole class on natural birth control options. But to my shock and dismay, she suggested just avoiding sex around day 14 and using an app to predict your ovulation. So both of these are common myths that are rampant in society, and they're completely unreliable and unsafe, and definitely not an effective method of birth control. So I'm working towards collaborations with other wellness professionals because it's important that we do learn the facts when offering this information to the world. And we use our platforms to uplift and share real information. So I agree with this sign in the picture. Facts are important. As a woman who has no intention of having any more kids, I want facts to support my use of and trusting the fertility awareness method. After using the method for the last 5 years, studying it both independently and for 2 years through the Wells School of Body Literacy, and working with hundreds of clients since, I am 100% confident on it. But here we have this male OB saying that the science does not bear out. I wonder if he has just not seen any of the numerous studies that have been ongoing since at least the 80s that show the fertility awareness method to be as effective as the pill. Here's one popular and thorough study that's been ongoing since 1985. It shows that the fertility awareness method is as effective as the birth control pill with perfect use in preventing unwanted or unplanned pregnancies. Perfect use in their definition includes being trained by a certified fertility awareness educator, not just reading a book, and definitely not just using an app. And last but not least, your experiences and your side effects matter, and they're real. Despite what your doctor may tell you, you are the authority over your body and the expert of it. I hear from clients almost every single day who are experiencing very real side effects and are being brushed off by their doctors. Women, since the beginning of time, have been using holistic practices to optimize their hormonal health. Do your due diligence, as life with painless, healthy periods, healthy, lubricated, orgasmic vaginas, and optimized, balanced hormones is absolutely within your reach. So, am I saying that the fertility awareness method is the answer for every single woman on earth? No. There are many reasons why fertility awareness may or may not be a perfect fit for you. However, I am saying that every woman on earth deserves to know that she's only fertile for a relatively short period each cycle. She deserves to know that we have the ability to easily determine when this short period of fertility is with 99.6% accuracy. She deserves to have a choice to factor this fact in alongside the true side effects of hormonal contraception and weigh these for herself to determine what best birth control method that she wants to choose for herself. I'm really shaking my head at the level of misinformation and fear spread by this article. Let me know in the comments below and check the video description for resources so you can do your own research and be better informed.